We are back. Predictions, or not, power rankings. Week 16 edition. Starting out, staying the same at number 32. We got the Texans. Close loss against the Chiefs. Pretty good team, but a loss is a loss. So, till you win, I'm not moving you up. And even if you do win, probably not moving you up. 31, we got the Bears going down a spot. Once again with the Bears. Just like I said with the Texans. Close loss against a good team, the Eagles. But you lost. That's all that matters in my opinion. You have to win to go up, in my opinion. And you didn't win, so. Number 30, going down 2 spots, is the Colts. How'd you choke that, man? I looked like a genius after the first half picking the Colts to beat the Vikings, and then, after a 33-point comeback, you guys lose in overtime 39-36. Good job, Colts. You guys suck. Matt Ryan, stop choking so much. 29, we got LA. They're going down 3 spots. Eliminated from the playoffs finally. Close loss, kind of, against the Packers, but a loss is a loss. You're now out of the playoffs, so congrats on that Super Bowl win. Doesn't seem like you're going to repeat. And yeah, good luck next season, though. I don't really know what else to say. This is my second time recording this, by the way. The first time, a family member came over and interrupted it, so. Yeah, 28, Cardinals down 8 spots. You're also eliminated from the playoffs along with the Bears, Texans, and Broncos. And while we're talking about the Cardinals, let's go up a spot. Up 4 spots, we have the Broncos. The Broncos, with Brett Rypien as the quarterback, defeat the Cardinals 24-15. Very meaningless game, besides the fact that the Broncos now, make Seattle's draft pick worse, and it eliminated the Cardinals from the playoffs. So now, we're just looking at more teams eliminated. 26, we got the Panthers going down a spot, dropping 20-something. What was the score? I have no idea. I watched majority. Well, that's not majority. 24-16 to the Steelers. You weren't able to get it done. You guys looked alright, though. If you would have won this game, that would have put you in first in the NFC South, but you lost, so sucks to be you. 25, we have the Saints going up 4 spots, and 24, we got the Falcons going down 2 spots. Even though the Saints beat the Falcons, I think the Falcons are the better team. Falcons had a rookie quarterback starting who, in all honesty, I don't think is that great. It kills me to say, being from Cincinnati, that I don't think he's going to be great, but I think he's going to be a very good backup. I think he could have a Ryan Fitzpatrick type career, honestly. Well, a mobile Ryan Fitzpatrick career. But we're not there yet. Close game, but unable to pull it off. Falcons. Saints, congrats on the win, but I still don't think you're better than the Falcons. And that just makes the race for the NFC South even closer now. 23, we have the Steelers going nowhere. They beat the Panthers, but that doesn't warrant you to go up because it's the Panthers. 22, we have the Raiders up 5 spots after a very confusing win, to say the least, after the Patriots lateraled the ball. Chandler Jones sent Mac Jones to the ground and took it all the way back. Congrats, Raiders. This now keeps you alive in the playoffs, so literally, good job. 21, we have the Packers staying the same, defeating the Rams 24-12. You still have a long way to go to the playoffs, but the key thing is that win keeps you alive in the playoff hunt. It's going to be very hard, and, well, it's going to get even harder when you play the Dolphins. Very good team on Christmas Day, so let's see how it goes. 20, we had the Buccaneers are going to be going down a spot, dropping 34-23, I want to say, to the Bengals. Might I add, after leading 17-0 at one point. What are with the chokes this week? Congrats Buccaneers on choking, and congrats on, the rest of the NFC South sucking, because even though you lost and have a losing record, you're still first in the division. 19. We got Duval up 5 spots to Jaguars. Really impressing me as of late. Now, I believe only half a game behind the Titans, which is amazing. So, Jaguars are not even out of the playoffs. Heck, they could even win the division. Do I think it's going to happen? No. Am I rooting for that to happen? Absolutely. I'd love to see the Jaguars in the playoffs. 18, we got the Seahawks down a spot. Losing 21-13 to Brock Purdy and the 49ers on Thursday night is not a great look. Bounces you out of the playoffs. Well, you're still alive, but you're just not in the top 7. I think you guys have still a pretty good chance to make the playoffs, but now you have, the NFC South teams creeping up. You got the Packers and the Lions creeping up as well. And you're not even in the playoffs, so you're looking at a rough rest of the way. 17, we have Cleveland rounding out the bottom half, going up a spot. Picking up a nice win, 13-3 over the Ravens. Keeps your playoff hopes alive. Granted, it was against a backup quarterback, but a win is a win. And that win is potentially going to be monumental for not only making yourself potentially make the playoffs, but in how the Ravens could be. They could miss the playoffs, or they could have an even worse seeding, because now they went from being the 3 seed to the 5 seed because, the Bengals now lead the North. 16, we got the Jets down 7 spots. I don't know what it is with the Jets, man. They just keep losing week after week. This time, Zach Wilson, because Mike White was injured. That's why Zach Wilson sucks. I've been saying that since he's been drafted, by the way, so I just hate Zach Wilson. You had some very tough stretch now. I don't know who you play next. I'm looking at the stuff I have written on my notebook, and I can't see your name anywhere. So, I don't know. Where are the Jets? Why am I not able to see them? Oh, you're Thursday night against the Jaguars. Yeah, you're cool. You have a tough slate of games. 15, we got the Patriots. They're going to be going down 2 spots. What do we all have to say? Stupid play calling lost you the game. 14, we had the Commanders staying the same. A bad PI or a bad non-PI call arguably loses you the game, but you shouldn't have been in that scenario to begin with. So, Commanders fans, cry about the refs all you freaking want, but you couldn't really do a whole lot. 13, we got the Lions up 3 spots, picking up a nice win over the Jets. Really catapulting them in. They were already in the playoff talk. But now, they are there. I believe they have like a 40-something% chance now to make the playoffs. So they have a great chance. And as a Packers fan, I'm rooting for the Lions. I want to see the Lions succeed. Now, granted, I want this to be a very temporary thing. I'm fine with them making the playoffs. I'll say I'm fine with them winning the Super Bowl because they'd have more Super Bowl wins than the Vikings. But after that, I prefer them to go back to irrelevancy relatively soon. 12, we got the Giants. They're going to be going up 3 spots. Picking up a nice win over the Commanders now, catapulting themselves to 8-5-1, putting them in a comfortable 6th place spot in the NFC playoff race. They're getting closer and closer each week to clinching. I believe they can clinch this week with a win, a Lions loss, and maybe a Seahawks loss. Oh, yeah, definitely a Seahawks loss. So, congrats, Giants. I as a Packers fan, rooting for you. Why? Because, well, I want to see new teams make the playoffs. I'm tired. Well, these teams are going to make the playoffs regardless. But, like, teams like the Bills and the Chiefs and the 49ers constantly making the playoffs, I want to see new teams. Not just new teams, but do well. Because those teams I literally just named always do well in the playoffs. Rounding out before top 10, we got the Titans going up a spot. You lost to the Chargers. They're a great team. I can't criticize you for that. You lost by a game-winning field goal. You play the Texans next week, so if you don't win that game, I would be scared if I'm a Titans fan. And you should already be scared now, so good luck, Titans. Into the top 10, we got the Ravens going down 3 spots. They lose 13-3 to the Browns. Granted, you had your backup quarterback playing injured, but that's still, that's something you have to deal with. You can make all these excuses on why you won and lost, but at the end of the day, you need to win games no matter who is playing. You're 9-5. You're in such a bad position to just say, all right, our season's over, because you're going to have a horrible draft pick. You're the 5 seed. You just need to get a win, maybe 2, and then you're in the playoffs. I don't really care where you get into the playoffs. All that matters is you have a healthy Lamar come playoff time, and you're in the playoffs. Number 9, also, before we talk about number 9, Justin Tucker looked horrible that game. I believe he missed 2 field goals. Granted, 1 was blocked, but still. Number 9, we got the Dolphins up 2 spots. Yes, you lost, but you lost to the Bills by a game-winning field goal. So, I don't feel bad moving you up. You're dropping down the rankings a bit. Not too long ago, you were one of the best. Now, you're barely holding on to that 7 seed. So, start being nervous, I'd say. You got a relatively easy game with the Packers coming up on Christmas Day. Santa, if you can hear me, all I want for Christmas is a Packers win on Thanksgiving. Thank you. So yeah, 8. Chargers up 2 spots. They pick up a nice, beautiful win over the Titans, 17-14. That now catapults them not only into the playoffs, but actually up to the 6th seed because of that tiebreaker they have over the Dolphins. And Chargers, I feel like you're getting close to being a playoff lock. Just all you have to do is not be the Chargers of the past and, choke it away. Going down 4 spots, we got the boys at 7, losing 40-34 because whoever that receiver was couldn't catch the ball, got intercepted, took it back to the house. Jaguars win. Cowboys fans, you've clinched the playoff spot, so don't worry. You're making it regardless, and you're honestly probably going to make the 5 seed no matter what. I don't think you're going to do enough to surpass the Eagles. And I don't think you're going to do bad enough to fall behind teams like the Giants, Commanders, Seahawks, Lions, Packers, Falcons, Buccaneers, Saints, Panthers, etc. Literally every team that is behind you that are still in the playoffs. 6, Vikings up a spot. Or up 2 spots, excuse me. They pick up a nice 39-36 come-from-behind win, setting a new come-from-behind win record with 33 points, previously being, I believe, 32. Congrats, Vikings. It was against a crappy Colts team, but still, a win is a win no matter how you get it. And, well, that was a very concerning way because, yeah, you can say you beat them, but at the same time, say you get into that situation again and you don't come back for... Ugh. You guys are fine. You've clinched the North, so at worst as well with the Buccaneers being horrible, you're going to get the 3 seed at worst and probably at best the 2 seed. I don't think the Eagles are going to fold that much. So, let's see it. 5. We got the 49ers going up a spot. They're going to beat the Seahawks 21-13 with Brock Purdy. They're looking very good. You'd think with their backup quarterback, they'd start slowing down a bit, but it looks like they're keeping the same pace. Tough matchup against the Commanders this week. This win could be huge in terms of deciding. Also, you have already clinched your division as well. And between the 2 and 3 seed, this game could be huge because if you drop one, I think it's going to the Vikings. So let's see it. 4, we got the Chiefs going up a spot. They pick up a nice win, 30-24 in overtime against the Texans. A win is a win no matter how you get it. Granted, it was against the worst team, but hey, it's better than losing that game. I'm excited to see what you guys can do. You're still keeping up with the Bills in terms of that 1 seed. The issue is the Bills have the tiebreaker over you, and the Bengals also do, who are not far behind either. So your best chance to get the 1 seed is probably winning out, and as the Chiefs, that's probably going to happen, I'd say. Your next matchup is going to be against. You're gonna play someone next week. I can't quite find it. You're playing the Seahawks. So that's huge in terms of your seeding and Seahawks playoffs. Honestly, so let's see it. 3 Bengals are gonna be going up a spot, picking up a nice come from behind win over the Buccaneers. You guys now lead the North, now the 3 seed. I'm excited to see what you guys can do come playoff time. Also, I believe you have clinched. Well, you haven't clinched, but if you win the division, I should say, at worst, you get the 3 seed because you had a tiebreaker over the Titans. You'd at worst finish 10-7. The Titans at worst would finish, or at best would finish 10-7. You have the tiebreaker over them. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see it. You got a game against the Patriots that is going to be huge for playoffs. 2, the Bills. 1, the Eagles. They're both staying the same. Bills pick up a nice 32-29 win over the Dolphins. It was a very close one, but you got it done with that game-winning kick. Congratulations. That keeps you to 1 seed in the AFC. And the Eagles, granted, Hurts does get injured. Who knows if he's going to play next week. But the big takeaway from that is even if you lose that game, and even if you lose, I believe, the one after that, well, yeah, you'd maybe not. Yeah, you'd beat a 1 seed. Literally, all you have to do is win a single game, and you clinch the 1 seed. That's it. I doubt Hurts is going to be out for more than 1 week because he's, already questionable. He's not, doubtful or anything. So you can afford to take a loss to the Cowboys. That's a great team. Obviously, I'd prefer you to beat them because, or you'd probably do that because they're a division rival. You want to get the worst seed possible. And not play a team like the Buccaneers. But, yeah, don't really complain about, losing 1 week. You still got 2 more weeks to get 1 win after this week anyway. So that's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I did. Let me know what you thought, if you change anything. And I'll see you guys next time tomorrow with predictions. Goodbye.